everybody? We are back. JFL Live is in the house. We getting hype. Y'all know the game is tomorrow, so we coming in strong. Tony G is in the house. You know, Duval's finest. Duval's #1, baby. Tony G is here, and next to me is no other than that man himself, Mr. Johnny Jaguar. What's up, baby?
What's up, man? You know who it is, Johnny Jaguar, a.k.a. host. Everybody's having a great show here. We got Henderson on today. We're overpopulating the show with Hendersons. So let me introduce my main man over here. Some people call him Tiny. Some people call him Big. You know who he is. Big John Henderson.
Oh, you know what time it is. It's your boy Big here, baby. What's up, people? JFL, we here live, baby. We got special guests. You know we got a Henderson in the building. We ain't got CJ, but we got daddies up in this, baby. Go give us a time. And we got Jaxeman. Yo, what's up? What up? What's up, Mr. Henderson? How you doing, man?
What's going on, Chris? How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing all right, man. Glad to be here. I'm glad y'all had a brother on and just happy to be here and talk some football. That's all.
Hey, man, what's up, baby?
How you doing, Jaxeman?
Oh, I'm doing great, baby, especially after last Sunday. Woo! Rock out with the teal out, baby.
You got a new outfit, right? Show everybody your new outfit.
Oh, yeah, man. So I got this one temporarily. It's kind of got the healthcare workers on the back. Mad respect to the healthcare workers this year. But yeah, man, this is like each one's going to be a different theme. I haven't decided on Thursday yet.
Oh, yeah.
So what's it like wearing something like that to a stadium? Like, what's the reaction that people give when they see that?
Sometimes you'll get pictures, but man, like the what makes it the best is like when you see the same security people, man, they want to get, security people wanting to get a selfie with you or something, little stuff like that. But just, man, it is hot. I'll tell you that. I joke around, man. When I went to 14 and 16 games, end of last year, I felt like I was 97 years old walking out of that stadium. Man, my knees were gone.
Don't be talking about Tony like that. Don't be talking about Tony like that. Man.
Hey, so check it out. We're going to get it started. We're going to get it started right. Because first of all, I want everybody to know I'm a genius. Yes, I'm a genius. And everybody get to know I'm a genius. Because if you go back a couple of shows ago, when we did the draft, I said, CJ Henderson going to come in. He going to lead this team. We going to the playoffs. Tony G said it. Everybody said, no, we're going to lose the first game. Tony G said it. Y'all remember it. I brought it in the house. I called it. I said, that boy gonna come in and do it. I'm a Florida State fan, and I still called for it. You know I had to be on it. But we got his daddy on here. Chris is on here. Chris, want to welcome you to the show. I'm a genius. Me and Big here got this big bet going on with a couple of people, so we're gonna talk about it every week. We got two or three people we bet. We said the Jaguars going to the playoffs. If they don't go, we got to take a couple of guys to root Chris. But I think my money good. I think I'm good. I'm golden. Because them rookies going to take it to the house. What you say about that, Chris?
So. Hey, I hope so. They looked good week one, so we're going to see week by week. I ain't finna jump too far ahead of it because we got a lot of rookies. They all new to this, but one game, it's going in the books, and we're going to take it. It's hard to get a win in the NFL, as y'all know.
Hey, Chris. Yeah. So I know you probably haven't been here for it, but we have certain games that just get us all hyped up and get us all crazy. And so the game tomorrow is one of them games where Big John, he can still feel it. He almost feel like he on the field, boy. He just get all crazy. He can't sleep. I wouldn't be surprised if John slept in his jersey last night. He get crazy about this one here. Talk to me, Big Head.
This week was big for me. I had to go home. I got to go home and realize my week started off. I had to get tickets. My first Titan was 110.
Woo!
110 people.
What was the budget on that?
Oh man, it was probably 15, 16 grand.
Man.
Yeah, it was up there. Yeah. And I paid for it all. It was crazy. So that it was big. I go home after every season. I had to represent in Nashville. So that's what made it so big for me. I went home and then I go home after the season. And I couldn't take that mouth when I got back. So it was a real big week for me this week. I mean, for me, so.
When did you guys usually get down to Tennessee?
We got down there on what? Saturday? I mean, it ain't nothing but an hour flight, 30 minutes. So it ain't like we going to LA. LA, we get there 2 days early. So that's just how we did it, man. Hey, and like now they talking about. I was talking to my boys last night. They were like, "Who is the Jaguars?" I said, "That's good. Who? We ain't nobody. We ain't nobody." I said, "Keep thinking." I said, "I want everybody to say, who the Jaguars? We ain't nobody. Nobody." And that's when you sneak up and bite them on the head. That's all I said. We ain't nobody. No, we ain't got nobody. Y'all ain't got no running back. No, we don't. Y'all ain't got no defense. No, we don't. We ain't got nothing. I like that. You keep it that way, we gonna come up. See, that's what the Titans are thinking. I just want them boys, them young boys, to be hungry every game.
Every game.
They'll win because of the arrogance of the other team. They're about who is the Jaguar. I like stay like that. Then when we wind up in the playoffs, we're gonna be dancing on their asses. So
that's right.
That's how I feel about it. That was what I was arguing about all last night. We ain't nobody. No, we ain't nobody. Yeah.
No name. Yeah.
Both of you guys, during the pandemic, there's not supposed to be a lot of fans out there. There only, I think, 16,000. Both of you guys went to the game, Chris and Jaxeman. Tell everybody what it's like actually going to the game when it's not even 75% full, and tell us your experiences. Tell us like some of the drawbacks, and is there really a big difference between going to a regular game compared to a pandemic game?
You want me to go first? I say the drawback is the crowd atmosphere. That's the only drawback, because actually going to the game, it wasn't bad for us because we had decent seats, less crowd. You can walk all around. We were spaced out, so playing elbow room, we was going crazy when he got the interception. You had the whole stadium basically run around and do all that. But I can say with the time, it's definitely needed. It's definitely spaced out, and the way they had it set up, like in pairs, like all the seats. So it's definitely a lot of space in between. And I mean, the only thing I say the drawback would be the actual, coming from Gator games, and I've been here with the Georgia-Florida games in the past, so I know how the stadium can get. So I think the biggest drawback is just the crowd game day atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But besides that, once the game got on, I'm a big football guy. So once the game got on, I was more into the game, and it was exciting. They had a real good game. It was back and forth. So being that was my son's first game, it still felt like I was in a crowded stadium. If that makes
your
sense.
First game too. That's your first Jaguar game.
That's what I'm saying. So it's definitely, even though it was less people, it felt like a full stadium just with the atmosphere of the game, the way the game went, and just the excitement for me, for my son. It just felt like a regular game to me. So we just gonna change with it. Hopefully it don't stay like that forever. But I mean, I'm having fun with it, man. I just love football. So
Chris had more butterflies than CJ had going out there.
Trust me, every game I swear I do, man. I feel like I'm finna play even though I ain't doing nothing. it feels good though, man. It's just fun to watch, man.
What about you, Jax, man? How was it for you?
Man, a little bit different. Getting through was not too bad. Security was amazing. Like you literally didn't have to take anything out your pocket. So you just walk right through, boom, you're good. Like I wish they did that more often, man. They had these guys running around telling you, like, because they had to make a couple of reminders to tell people, hey, put your mask up even when you're at your seat. That was interesting. I seen a guy, he had a pregnancy straw put into his drink. That way he could have it in his mouth the whole time. So you see some funny stuff like that. I was like, oh, that guy. That's probably the same guy who did the bag of spaghetti that one game too, knowing him. But other than that, man, like he said, the atmosphere was a little bit, like I'm so used to turning around and just going, trying to get those guys pumped. And, when you turn around and there's, nobody for a row, one of the upside as a fan was, it's kind of funny. The players' families were wearing the mask with the numbers and stuff on it. So like I had James Robinson's girlfriend right beside me and stuff. I got to see, I've met Jawan's family a couple times and stuff, but like it was seeing them around the stadium, they kind of have an identity then. You're like, oh, you're a family of, when they got the mask on, it's the family of the player. So that was a little different, the tarps, of course the tarps took over my seats. So for me, not sitting 3 rows from the field was a little different, but it wasn't too bad. I mean, but getting that whole, like what I'm used to in my section, it was a little bit of getting used to, but I go 1000%, no matter what. Once these guys that were in my area realized how crazy I was, it was over, man. I had some of the Bold City Brigade guys.
I think they might have known you're crazy when they seen the outfit first. You know, they were like, this guy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, luckily,
there.
I'm only one section over from my regular seat, so like, one or two of the people actually knew me and stuff, and I have a couple chants that I do that my section knows that, like, every time there's a penalty for the other team, I say, you can't do that. It was from my basketball days. So like the whole section after about the third penalty, man, they were going along with me and realized, like, I've got these crazy chants. It's just when you don't sit with the same people no more, it's hard to get the chants going.
Hey, look here. And Jaxeman, listen, John, Big John, we all go out to get together and get Chris's background set up. We're going to need some, he gonna have to get some. We're going to hook him up. We're going to get you squared away.
Hey, so with everything going on with the pandemic and stuff, and John, you remember being drafted. I mean, could you speak to the fans what it was like being drafted? And Chris, what was it like having CJ being drafted during the pandemic? It looks like they had the film crew at the house. Like, how long were they there? Was it awkward silence? Were they talking to you guys? Like, what was that feeling like when all eyes were virtually on you guys?
Actually, it was the total opposite of that, because we actually had an Airbnb. We didn't do it at our actual house. So we got another spot because of, like you say, the pandemic. And then to me, being that this is the first time going through it, it wasn't as different as you might think, because I haven't been through it the normal way. We was planning on going to Vegas and doing the whole Vegas thing and the draft thing, but all that switched up. So it just ended up being at home, and it wasn't really a film crew. Like, they sent cameras and set the cameras up, but it was still just family. You know what I mean? So we was just hanging out. Yeah, we had a couple friends over, stuff like that. We couldn't do more than 30, I think. So it was like that was the hard part. I had to minimize who could and who couldn't come, because, we at home, and we was planning on having a big party, inviting everybody, you know what I mean? But we couldn't do it like that. So hopefully with my other son, if he make it, we can, get the full experience of it. But it still was a blessing, man. Because like I say, it was my first time going through it. So I ain't really know what to expect. So going through it like that, it was fun. We had a real good time. I know I didn't sleep the whole weekend. I was up the whole time. Man. Yeah.
And you know what? As a parent, and I know, like with Big John's mom, man, I think people don't even realize how much parents have to endure once they kid hit the NFL. Because first they got to grab you by the shirt and pull you back and say, "Okay, son, hold on before you get crazy." And then they got to monitor who's around the kid, and because things change. Because now you're not college CJ Henderson no more. You're professional NFL CJ Henderson. And professional CJ Henderson, everybody wants your autograph, everybody wants your phone number, everybody wants this. And as a parent, you trying to pull them back, and at the same time, you was waiting on that first game. Because I know you had butterflies. You probably didn't even go to sleep that night. Yeah. Oh, this is my son's first game, Lord.
Yeah, you called it. That's just how he was. I had my brother, two of my best friends, another cousin of mine that hangs with us. It was like four of us, and we was amped up the whole weekend, man. We were ready for it. I can't even put it in words, and I'm finna do it again when my younger son played Ole Miss after the Dolphin game. And then the same way you were talking about the Tennessee game for you, that's how Thursday night finna be for me with the Dolphin game. Because I was a Dolphin fan. Fish fry next Thursday, boy.
I'm going to have to send some sushi to your house, Chris.
Yeah, we're going to have to have some sushi, baby. A lot of friends and family coming up for it, and we're going to talk a whole lot of shit, and we kill them Dolphins. So I'm ready for it, man.
Hey, make sure you send that invite.
Yeah, for sure.
You're going to retire Fitzpatrick like you did Marino.
So a lot of people, hold on. So a lot of people, we usually have a player. So who is CJ Henderson? You there, you know him better than anybody. Just who is he? Just to give him a little, who he is.
CJ Henderson. I mean, you're gonna find out. CJ Henderson is a kid that loves to play football. He's very competitive. He's been like this since, they've been playing since they probably was 4 years old. And 4-year-old is like a peewee game. I mean, it's more learning the game. And thank God the park that was right around the corner from the Palmetto Raiders. We had a real good PV coach who made it fun. It was always competitive, but it was like a fun competitive.
Yeah.
So, and you know, South Florida football, as you get older, it gets extremely competitive.
Yeah.
So he really loved football. He's a diehard football guy. Even when he was like in preschool, he was on his Saturday games. He'll put in his little journal or beat Richmond or beat Liberty City or beat, you know, he just was always into it like that.
Yeah.
So he works extremely hard at it, and you see the end goal. And he's been working at this since, I want to say, legitly maybe in his 13-year-old or whatever. But he always knew he wanted to play NFL since he was maybe 5, 6 years old. That was his dream. So I'm just happy to see somebody who had a dream from that young, and, you know, keep pursuing it. And because I had that same dream and didn't make it. As you know, it's hard to go through. Yeah. I went to 3 colleges trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? And then I just said, I'm going to work. You know, like that. It ain't easy. Yeah, it ain't easy, man. I had a lot of fun in college, but I didn't do the school part. Like a lot of people just think it's football, but if that school ain't on the football level, you know, you ain't gonna be able to play football. So yeah, I just tip my hat to him because he did it, man. And being a Gator, it ain't easy. Being you know, just keeping up with the schoolwork. And he's still actually continuing with his schoolwork. So he's still taking classes now to try to get his degree come this year. So to stay on pace. So he a real disciplined, tough, and just a diehard football fan, man. I mean, not really a fan of the game because he didn't watch it. Like to me, because I'm a diehard watch, I do it all, but he never really watched it or even played Madden. But he's a big into the sport, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
He's a student of the game.
Definitely.
He knows that game. Okay.
And I tell you, Chris, you know, my hat's off to I always say to the family, man, because I tell you, you know, I've watched him through, and you know, prior to you, I said it before the draft, and I said it when we drafted. I said this kid, it's all about parenting, and you can tell he's not the normal kid. He's not the wild kid. He seemed pretty quiet, but when he get on that field,
he actually not, but he's reserved. That's what we like to use.
He's reserved, and he get on that field and he transformed. You know, people don't realize that Big John used to go home and play with the kids, and I was with him. I used to go to the house, we play with the kids, and Big John at home was not Big John at the field. Big John got in the car to go to the game, and he transformed into somebody else.
Wait, no, he transformed and got slapped in the face. That's what he transformed. He got blood running down his face.
Man, that slap in the face right there when I played basketball in high school, that right there was what got me pumped up. So it's wild. It's so funny how that trickle downs, man. That trickle down effect, man. You know,
so Chris, is that Henderson tradition gonna go to CJ?
I don't know about the slapping because, you know, that's a big skilled guy. He's more flashy. They like to do their little swag things back there in the DB field. So my other younger son is a receiver, so he's one of them dancing, you know, type receiver type dudes. So we'll leave that to them. They got a whole nother swag though. That's a whole different generation.
Maybe that's an idea for a touchdown dance.
Yeah, right.
So CJ, what's your youngest son name? What plays for you?
His name is Xavier.
Okay.
Xavier with a C, yeah.
So a couple of people, even Jaxeman said, this boy, he said, your youngest son is the truth.
Oh man, he gonna be something serious, boy. Just wait for him.
What he play? What position? What position?
Both of my kids were athletes, like you know, through high school, because that's the best way to learn football is play everything. So both of them actually played both sides of the ball in high school, but he's a receiver. So that's what he felt like he can translate to, and he's shaped more like me, slimmer build. He's actually a little taller than me, and he an athlete, man. I'm talking about all around.
Better than you?
This boy did cross country. This boy did swimming. This boy did basketball. Yeah, he's gonna be the one to wait for.
Is he better than you, Chris?
Is he what?
Is he better than you?
Man, you know, I tried to hold on to that for long as I could. Both of them is killing me, man. If I consider, like, they didn't have the star system when I came out. So the way the star system, I would consider myself maybe a 3-star when I came out. And these boys is 4 and 5-star. You know, they had a little better development, more everything. You know what I'm saying? We weren't doing all the extra stuff they were doing at a younger age. So, and I tried to keep them off weights until later in high school, because if you ain't doing it right, it's gonna hurt you. So as you can notice, to me, it end up working out right because I don't really try to put them on weights too young because you just got to do it right. And too young, it just ain't. They got time. They gonna grow into it. So to anybody else that it ain't. To me, if they younger than 13, man, just do natural push-up, pull-ups. Get in the real weights when you got a real trainer. Because if you training them wrong, that can stunt their growth. That can hurt some things. It just mess them up in the long run.
Yes, it can. Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. You right
So
about that.
let me ask you this, Chris, and Big John. Big John knows this too. What's the challenges of being a parent of a first-round draft pick?
Man,
For me, I'm still going through it. It's only been a couple months, so I'm still
Hey, for my mama, they took about everything from her. She went to I think she went to the darn welfare office and the lady snitched on her. They said her son just got drafted. She don't need to be on welfare. They told her just like that in front of everybody. My mama said, "Oh, that's his money. That's not mine." I said, I said, "Lord have mercy." So she went through. She told me some things, and I was like, "Wow, you lost that friend and that friend for real, Mom?" She said, "I can't believe it." I said, "It was. I don't know what to say about it." And she just peaceful and humble by herself, and it just that's the way it was for her. I was like, "Wow," I was still shocked about that. And of course, they come out of everywhere. They're gonna.
They think they cut the check the day he got picked. You know what I mean? They think that same day, they dropped the bag off the same day he picked them up. It don't work like that. Contract,
man. So it affects your whole family. It affects all the way down to cousins. Man, it's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. So I don't know. Hey man, you better learn how to say no.
No, I'm good on the no part. Trust me, I got that locked down. It's just I guess what's the kicker is, you got a lot of friends and family that's been around forever, but some of them turn more into a fan than the actual friend or family they was. It's just some kind of switch. Like they don't know how to turn it on and off, because sometimes like the kid just want to be normal. You know what I mean? He going through a lot, so he don't want all the praise all the time or just talking football. They doing football 16 hours out the day. They don't want to come home and go to talking about the same thing they did all day with you. You know what I mean? So it's a nice little balance, but trust me, I'm ready for the ride, man. We've been trying to get this for a long time.
John, so that's the biggest advice you give Chris, is letting everybody say no.
Say no.
I mean, you got to at a certain point. I mean, you don't say, you know how to help somebody and just get them going, but they keep coming back and back and back. Wait a minute, what are you doing for yourself? I'm going to help you right here. Now, you got to start doing something for yourself, too. I'm going to give you the boost. Bam, you got the boost. 10, 15 grand. I done it. I'm giving the boost, you know what I'm saying? So but you got to do something now. You got to do something, and that's what's important, man. I'm always going to help. When I can, when I do it. So, but I can't keep doing it over and over and over. Just what I couldn't do.
Yeah, we constantly trying to build a good support team around him. I hear that a lot because it's only gonna get crazy as it keep going. Like I say, it's only been a few months in, so.
I mean, it's been 1 week, and it's been 1 week and won Rookie of the Week. I mean, come on now. I mean, let's be real.
By the way, my boy Roy Rookie of the Week. Hey, look, Chris, I got a lot riding on this because see, I done stuck my foot out there.
He's all worried about himself. He's all about himself.
Rookie of the Week is good, but we going for Rookie of the Year. So that's
amen, bro. Hey, Rookie of the Year, baby.
That, bro. I was really impressed with the team as a whole because one of the things that we talk about on the show a lot, we were talking about how, 2 weeks ago, everybody was talking about how Jacksonville was trying to tank. And that's all we heard. And me and Big John, we said, no, they're not tanking. They're going to bring these rookies in, and we got a whole bunch of hungry rookies. They're going to make it work. They're going to figure it out. And then they said, oh, my God, we lost Fournette. We done. Now, all of a sudden, everybody calling Robinson name.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. You get, when you, as a football player, when people talking about you, and you lose this guy, you lose that guy, and they say, oh, Jaguars who? You as a player, that gives that, you pissed. You're pissed. you come to a team that said y'all ain't shit, or y'all ain't gonna do nothing. You can't keep hearing that as a rookie. That'll piss you off at any football player. You can just be a rookie, but bruh, I like it. Let them stay fired up in there, and then when they come out on Sunday, boom, you gonna keep on here, bro. If we win 4, we be 4-0, they still gonna say they still ain't nothing. They still ain't nothing. That's fine. Keep saying that. Keep saying that. That keeps my boy. That keeps them boys hungry.
Oh yeah.
Pissed off. And you know, and that's what I see. As long as all of them stay hungry,
Yep.
they gonna be their rookies. They're gonna make mistakes. I just don't want them the mistakes, the ones that cost the game. Y'all know what I mean. That one mistake. Oh man, we let them go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to hear that. I want to hear that.
I take it at the beginning of the game, but don't do it at the end of the game. So that's what people don't understand. It's the end of the game where the mistakes usually come.
Yeah, watch out for that stiff arm though. You know, Henry likes to stiff on those cornerbacks. CJ better jump on his back and put all that weight on him.
So John, what we gonna do about this running back this weekend? We know the boy bad. We ain't gonna take nothing from.
Oh, it's been one game. Let's not. There's fool's gold, Tony. Now there's fool's gold.
Now we know this kid. We know this kid is. Jacksonville gonna have a hard time stopping this kid from running. But again,
we gotta do one thing. We gotta do one thing. I promise you, we do this, he gonna get frustrated. We have to swarm the ball when he get it.
Game tackle, yep.
That man,
bro, done. I have seen it too many times. No running back wants everybody to fall on him. You got 11 jumping, boom, boom, done.
All game. Yep.
He is not gonna like it. I don't care who it is. Like, what is going on with all this? Why am I getting hit like this? Man, they swarming, man. You gotta swarm. You swarm, I promise you, bro. He ain't getting 100. Now, I already told everybody he ain't getting 100 yards, so.
Hey,
I don't put that out there.
Hey,
John,
John,
he's not good out of the backfield.
I'm with you, John. He ain't gonna get 100 yards today.
That's just how I feel. What do you say, Jack, man?
He's not as good out of the backfield. He only had like 22 catches, and that seemed to be our biggest weakness last game is them dip-off passes. Rivers was getting them underneath every time, and I think it was like something like 18 to 22 catches he caught last year, something like that, Henry. So I mean, they don't have Dion Lewis no more. They don't have that third down back that they had last year, and I think that might actually be the X factor because if you can at least contain Henry, Tannehill can't beat us. I will put Tannehill
can't beat us.
And they down a receiver this week, supposedly AJ Brown. So
I heard the other one was possibly not going to go too.
Who?
Davis.
Corey Davis.
I've been seeing things that he's been having some kind of issues too. I don't know if it's a smoke screen.
If they ain't got their receiver, so
you know what time? You know what time is it then? You know what time? It's run time.
And I always like to say also, organizations may tank, but the players on the field, they not tanking. They got pride, they got family.
Oh yeah,
they not tanking. You know what I mean? They gonna play however it goes. You know what I mean? So we gonna see. I like the rookies, man.
Yeah. These boys gonna play. These boys gonna play hard. I like a lot of the kids that we got on the Jaguar teams this year. I mean, if it wasn't for this virus, man, shoot, I'd be out there. Normally, I'm out there meeting some of the rookies and getting to know them, and I'm sure that us JFL Live, we'll get out there and get to meet some of the rookies once this thing settled down a little bit, and make
that's
sure
what I missed about training camp
and all that good stuff. Yep, but it's really important that for our fans. We JFL Live, boy, we say, look, don't back off for the Jaguars, because the Jaguars gonna do their thing now. This ain't gonna be no easy year. You're not gonna just beat up on us. I think we got some good pieces of the puzzle, but we're gonna stay low up under the radar. We're gonna creep up under the radar.
The cardiac cats.
I'm serious. Let them. Hey, they talk about Minshew.
Yep.
Hey, y'all don't understand. That's the excitement for me because I just want them to sneak up on Sunday and say, "Bam, let's go back into the cave. Let's go back into the jam."
let's talk about something. Let's talk
Go
about
ahead.
something real funny.
What's that?
So, for the last 3 months, all we heard was, "Oh my God, Tampa gonna go and they gonna beat everybody." And all of a sudden, Drew Brees go in there and beat that ass.
Yeah.
You mean Brady actually has competition in his division now? He actually has a team? What? I mean, he went how many years without too much true competition?
Yeah.
Hey.
Dolphins, Buffalo, Jets. Come on, man.
Yeah. Miami.
But
Yeah.
it's one game though.
You're right.
Um,
Right.
No, hey, John, that's gonna be every game. People, look, man, you talking about a 5-time, three-time MVP to go. That's that right there. You going hard.
Mhm.
You don't want Brady to beat you. That's because who he is. So you're going to go hard. They coming, bro. Those young rookies are going after the GOAT. Oh, y'all know what I did? I tackled and sacked the GOAT, David.
Yeah.
But young minds, they going after him. You finna see everybody go after Brady. Brady's
Yep.
going to get hit.
So,
He's going
so
to
they're
get
not
hit.
scared of him. They ain't scared of him, John.
They want it. That first of all, think about it. You see, you got to put everything in perspective. Think about it. Go get sacked on the go. Oh, they ain't go way up here. I need to get the go. I need to tackle.
Yeah.
I need to sack him. I need to sack him. Man, come on. When you sack him, oh, you gonna be on da-da-da.
Yeah.
You see how they thinking? That's how we think. That's how you get yourself going. I need the best. I want the best.
Yep.
If you go be up at if CJ, I plan on seeing CJ on the best receiver. He playing man. He playing man on man.
Well, they was having them following a little bit, but I think it's more with the scheme of the defense now. So it's gonna switch week to week. So from what he said,
because that's how Sheen was. Sheen be like, "No, coach, I got him." So he running with him. And see, I know CJ when he get come, he gonna be the same.
that's what he want, right?
That's what you
He
want.
already said that's what he want.
That's what he wanted. Man, look, that's just how we think, right? I wanted the best deep offensive line. I want him.
Right.
That's the only way you gonna get you know, Pro Bowler, all that stuff. You want the best, man. So
Big Hat, how about this? So, Bruce Arians publicly went after Tom Brady. So how do you feel about that being a former player? And if Del Rio or Coughlin said your name out public, downgrading you, how did you feel about that?
So you said, what happened to Brady?
Coach Arians was talking shit about him.
See, look, I don't want to piss him off, because I know how he play when he get mad. But that's what you still he go come out. He go be Brady. Y'all will see it. But that's the flip of it right there.
But do you think he should have kept that criticism in the locker room instead of voicing it publicly?
Well, see, I think that
it's a new world, man. Think about it.
It's a new world.
Ain't nobody keeping shit in no more.
Yep.
Ain't none of that. You see it. We started here in Jacksonville. Nobody, and it's different. It's different than just what it is, man.
And Jacksonville kind of opened up a trend across the NFL by saying, I don't care who you are, we'll cut you. You don't fit our process, we'll put you out of here. And I think you've seen a lot of that in the NFL as a whole now. Everybody's saying, hey, you know what? I ain't got to put up with this. There's somebody that can take this spot.
Yeah.
And I think you see more and more of that coming every day where, hey, it used to be player number one on ESPN every week and then come to practice when they want to and be like, I can do what I want because I'm the man. Nah, you can't do that because you go in there talking about I'm the man. You're talking about, hey, man, guess what? They just cut you.
Yep.
They'll cut you now.
They cut you now.
But they used to be that way. It was always one or two, but now it seemed like there's more guys that's doing it. So guess what they doing? All them them big boys getting in that circle, and they start coming up with another plan. We not gonna allow this because nobody's bigger than the NFL. That's one thing they always told.
Yep.
And so they'll do what they gotta do. I mean, you get cut and go somewhere else, but man, nobody needs that. It's a distraction, man. Right. And being a good player and you sitting on the sideline while we out here grinding, please, you can go, I don't want playing. Please, man, you're here. We want to win. You can go. You can
You
go.
would have voted Fournette off the island? You would have voted Fournette off the island, Big Hen? Is that what you're saying?
What are you saying?
Would you have voted Fournette off the island? Is that what you're trying to say?
What I'm saying is Fournette wouldn't have had to do all that. Not when this leader was here. Because I would have grabbed all that. Come here. Come here. No, we don't need that. No, come on, bro. What we got? What you need? We'll get it. We'll talk it. We'll get it done. That's how we did it. You didn't see that we came out. We'll grab each other. We come on, y'all. And that's how them rookies they need to be. They need to. If they like this, man, we win it. Believe me. Don't care about the rookie status. It's just when you come together as a team and you on the same page, oh, it's unstoppable, bro. It's unstoppable. And that's all I'm wishing for my boys to be. It's just like that.
Hey, so John, I got a funny text yesterday, right? And I guess I didn't think about it till yesterday when they texted me. So I got this text and they were talking about how you and Marcus and a lot of the guys that we've had on the show was talking about, you know, the rookie hazing and the little things you do, right? And so somebody texted me and say, well, what do you do in Jacksonville? Because everybody a rookie.
So have CJ told you anything what they done to him, or is it just been quiet?
No, I don't think it's been too crazy because they, you know, it's everything been thrown off this year. I don't think crazy. Other than I think each one of them supposed to take, you know how they gonna hit them on the tab when they take them out to eat or something. Something like that. I don't think it's crazy this year just because of Corona.
But that's that, yeah. I mean, we taping to the goalpost, picking up bad, getting dumped in the ice machine and stuff like that. That's basically what we had. Singing, dancing.
John, how much is your tab? How much did your tab up to?
Oh, I did $10 grand.
That's it. That's light.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's very light. So I went to Oakland. A whole team go to Roof Chris. that's when McClain, the linebacker from what's that? He was a rookie. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but man, they had $110,000 tag.
I've been shaking. My car been like this.
He had to pay 60. Second round had to pay 20, and the other ones had to split the rest of it.
Oh.
People having Louis XIII, Chris style, all the box. They cleaned out the whole bottle top shelf at Roof Chris in San Francisco. 110 grand, man. I almost cried. I said, y'all, that's real. That's how they do it in Oakland. I said, unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got off easy at 110, man. That's cheap.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how them boys are gonna be in Las Vegas this year or next year, whenever it is.
Ridiculous.
No, that's in Cleveland. I think it's in Cleveland, right? The draft.
No, I was talking about like the rookies that are out there with the Raiders, man. I lived in Vegas for 5 years. I shoot just a Joe Schmo, like going to like Hakkasan. It's $18 for a beer. I can't imagine they take.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
I didn't like that move for some reason. I don't know why. I just didn't like that move, man.
The one thing I can say about that market is they support the heck out of their sports. Like I watch them. The UNF football team have 2 wins every year, but they still have fans out there.
Everybody's a fan. What are you talking about? No one lives in Vegas.
So, and when I was out there,
you got Chinese people who don't know what the football is. This one to go and see.
Everybody that goes to Vegas is a fan.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just like the Golden Knights. You know, they blew up that first year, but like we had deposits before I moved for the season tickets for them, but like you couldn't get in on that. Like after the first 2 days, you couldn't get in to get the 10K, to get the deposits, to get the seats, to get the team there. It was wild, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, they go because they haven't had pro sports ever. So when they finally did start getting a little taste of it, you know, they're like, yes, finally, you know. So they're diehard. They got a lot of good fans out there.
Yeah, then the tourism gonna help. People gonna come in to hit it. So yeah.
Hey, so Chris, now that you've gone through the draft, CJ's he's here, he's in the NFL. If a parent for next year, son is going up in the draft, what would be the first advice you tell him?
I think the biggest thing, because we went through financial agents and not went through, but met with a lot of financial agents, advisors, met with a lot of agents and all that. So going through all of this, even the whole process from high school to college, I think the biggest thing was learning the financial part. I didn't think how much or how important that was, because I'm just into the football. Then when we get here and go to talking finance, now you got to trust somebody with it. And now, you see how things move. I guess I would have said to try to dabble into that, learn more about that part of it. Because you're putting a lot of trust in other people with my son's income. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's hard to trust everybody with that. You know what I mean? Because I'm coming from a working class. I ain't had that much. I never had that much. So I can't even tell him how to deal with that much. So we got to get help with it. But I think just try to learn on your own, take some courses, classes, whatever you can do to educate yourself on the financial side. Because that's to me what I'm still learning. I'm going to keep learning.
That is the biggest thing right there.
Yeah.
We want to make sure CJ he stayed with that money when he's done.
Right. Believe
me. If you want some advice, this one right here, you need to get the number and call me, because I got some stuff I can tell you. It's
right.
More. So that right there is so important, man, because I didn't have it either.
Right. Now, a lot of us don't coming in.
My mama didn't understand it. I didn't have that. It's so much went on right before I went. You know what I'm saying? So I go in and I put my trust in a person. You can't do it. You can't do that one. That was my agent. I couldn't do it. I did it. He stole this. He stole that. For money. I'm paying for stuff that I don't even know. I had no clue, but that's what I was doing. I was playing football. Right. I was enjoying life without even thinking twice. So whatever you got to do, man, meet with so many. Let them sit down with so many. Get comfortable, understanding it. Please, step by step. You got Tony. You got good back with Tony. He know people that you can trust and everything. I beg of you. I'm serious. I
plan on.
This is so important, because after 5 years of the NFL, we go through so much and we wind up broke.
Yep.
And the myth is true. I have to live through it. I can tell my story. God has blessed me so, because I went from this much to zero. I remember the last time when I saw my bank account lose everything, and I was done. Paid my last bills, it was done. I was like, whoa. Didn't have no institution, didn't know about all that, didn't get the knowledge that I needed. And this is so important, man. I'm good now because my disability. I live off of disability. People like, Big Ed, you still a millionaire. Well, no, I just live off of disability. You put your money with the NFL, you still got some within, you can't touch that to 55.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But I'm comfortable. I'm happy now. I got knowledge now. I got knowledge. Later, I got knowledge, but I got it. And just to get it earlier, that's what I push for them young men. That's what I want them to have, is that knowledge early. That's what you do. You be on CJ all the way till he get that thing figured out.
That's the plan. Whatever he got now, I'm trying to make that for him. The rest of everything else just be a plus. You know what I'm saying? So that's the plan. So.
If you got somebody that can handle that, he go and meet with him, because he got to stay football. Right. He got to stay football. All season, he can go hard with it, understanding it. But right now, you trying to get the people around. You get him the interview. You let him go sit down and him feel it. But then he got to go and do football. He can't focus on all of this.
Right. You got to do what getting them paid.
Yeah. So the good support team is so important. Yep. And he trusting you. He trusting you, Dad.
I got it back.
All on you, Dad.
you learn it too.
My wife a pit bull too now, so she own that, but it's still just a learning process. You feel me? So
yeah. So get with it, man.
Too hard to get got, because they some of them smart with with how they do stuff, man. So.
Oh man,
Yeah.
what? I mean, they really
stories, bro. Yeah.
They really smart. Hey,
Yeah.
look, I was paying on his damn mortgage. I said, what is this? What is it? Oh, that's just one of these properties you own. Oh, I do. Okay.
Right.
I didn't know. So I'm still paying it a month. Oh, guess who's writing my checks? He is, because I didn't know who else to trust.
Yep.
Man, I tell you, man, it's a mess. It's a mess, man. And for all them guys that whoever listening, man, you gotta know this. It ain't no other question about it.
Yeah.
That's one of the big things, Chris, that we as a team are doing different is we're trying to get with rookies and say, hey, and rookies and their parents and saying, hey, listen, John been through it. He can tell you all the bad things about it. And then from me, especially being in Jacksonville, you always think about what are you gonna do when you put your cleats up. And we talk about it a lot on the show. And so one of the things that I'm gonna be doing in the future is I want to take the rookies when they get to Jacksonville and say, okay, let me take you out and introduce you to this person, these companies, so you can see different companies. So before you go and invest your money in a club, invest your money in something that when you get done, you own this. It's yours, and it's making money.
Right.
Because
making money. Right.
Own. And so, and I've seen it. I mean, we know a lot of players, and I know a lot of players went through it and always come back and say, man, if somebody would have sat me down, I would have did this a whole lot different.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
I had a quick question for Mr. Henderson.
Yeah.
You might know this. CJ's dad.
Oh, yeah.
What was it? Yeah. Sorry.
Mr. Henderson.
Yeah, right. I forgot completely. So what was the idea behind the number change? I was just wondering.
Oh, with the number change, well, one of CJ's favorite players before any other player was Patrick Peterson. So he loved watching a lot of Patrick Peterson. He watched a lot of other corners too, but he always liked the Patrick Peterson.
Okay.
So that was part of the 21, and he always was number 5 when he was young. He had 21 at one of the Under Armour games or whatever, but he just felt like a lot of people paid homage to Dion with the 21. And not a slight at it, but just like you see a lot of anytime you see 21, that's prime time.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
All these new young kids, they want to make their own name. So other than 21, you see a few 23s out there, a few 24s. Charles Woodson. His name.
You want to stay away from number 20 now. You want to stay away from 20.
Well, 20 and 21 because of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Both y'all, 20 and 21 were both, a staple here.
Yep.
So he had 21 at first, but then, as he came in and he want to start a whole new slate, and not a knock on none of them guys, because a lot of you Jacks fans may not like Ramsey, but Ramsey is actually a good dude, like in person, or like he gives CJ a lot of advice. He a real good dude. I understand the business side and the fans and all that, but yeah, he really a real good dude, but just not to cause any confusion. He just want to start his own legacy. And what better to come out with a number other than a 21 or a 20, and and then it's he come from the Gators, Jordan brand. All these kids love Jordan now, so it's just something different like that. That's all.
You ain't trying to get him to get number 98?
I know for a fact he's gonna be with that. These little kids with the swag, they always like the single digits. They wouldn't have never put on a number like that. They don't understand the pressure that comes with it.
Hey, you wouldn't believe what number I was.
What's that?
In high school.
59 back there.
No, that's by high school.
What was it? Not 5 or 4? You was number 4? See, a D-line was number 4.
I was number 4, man. Hey, I tried to do it all the way up to college. I got a picture that 98 season. I took a picture. I had number 1 on.
Oh, yeah? Well, see, nowadays they letting them do it, though, as you can see.
Man, I was so mad. Coach said I couldn't do it. That's when 98 came on. I said,
that'd be a big old single number.
Well, that was a big old number. That's something like that.
Yep. Them kids doing it nowadays, man. Big Cat at Auburn was number 5. LSU had one, I think. It's a couple number 1 in UM.
Let's do it, man.
Lyman. Yeah, it's different.
Because Leonard Little did it back then. That's when Leonard Little
had.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
So, Chris, you stay connected to the Gators. How bad are they going to beat Tennessee this year?
Oh,
we not to knock on, Mr. Henderson there, but we kind of own Tennessee like the last.
Yeah. Woo. We
I
done
don't
set
know.
up property in
Like I say,
Knoxville.
Pruitt gonna do a good job, but I think it's gonna be after another 4-5 years when that other
It's
Henderson.
over. It's over for him.
They need to get another Henderson in Tennessee or something. I don't know.
Hey, we got some dogs up front now.
Yeah, I keep saying Pruitt this ain't finna be the same old Tennessee.
Ooh.
But these Gators new, man. These ain't the same old Gators neither, because Mullen got them boys on something else right now. So,
Smokey gonna be on the prowl now, baby.
I thought Smokey entered the transfer portal.
That's gonna be a nice game. Me and Henderson can put up a nice little friendly wager on when that time.
Oh yeah. Hey,
there we go.
Now Jack, let me tell you about Smokey. The old Smokey was a ruthless dog. The reason I say that, so
what, he was a coon hound or something? I'm a dog man too.
Man, he's a hound. Yes, he's a hound dog.
Yeah, we need to pick some dogs that bite now. I don't know.
Okay, let me give you this.
Okay.
So this is when I'm playing. So we go to LSU.
Uh-oh.
I'm coming out the tunnel. They got the big cat right there in the cage. Tiger. They have a real tiger.
What?
Smokey's sitting right there. So we come out. Smokey is barking at the tiger.
Oh yeah,
don't you know how hyped I was?
Yeah, that'll get me hyped.
That's what I'm talking about, Smokey.
Yeah.
And the tiger doing this.
Yeah.
But I don't care. He wanted to eat Smokey. He wanted to eat Smokey. Bruh, hey, when he was barking at that tiger, man, I just got hyped, bruh. I'm telling you.
Then you scared the tiger. You scared the tiger, man. Ain't no 6'8", 350.
Believe me, that tiger was sitting in there like it lay.
He would have ate his ass up too, but the fact that he didn't have no feeling.
That's a toothpick for him. That's a toothpick for that tiger. He'd be sitting there with a toothpick.
Hey, Big John.
Yeah.
Now here goes something funny, Big John. When we was watching the game last week, I text you after CJ got his interception. Somebody text me and say, damn, that looked like Rasheed's first interception. And if you go back and look at Rasheed's first interception he ever had, it looked like the same play. It looked like the same.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It might have been against Rivers. He's been playing that long.
I started getting all these texts. Everybody kept saying, don't get too excited yet, because they knew I was getting ready to start talking noise. But listen here, Chris. Chris, I tell you what, man. You and your wife, man, y'all did a good job with your son.
Yeah.
I am going to check out your other son. I'm going to watch the Florida game. I'm going to guess it, but I can't watch Florida State right now. It get me too upset.
Well, y'all ain't on our schedule this year, so you're going to have a good year.
What number is he, Chris?
He number 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
That don't make me a Gator fan because I'm a watch.
Well, you can be a Henderson fan. You ain't got to be a Gator fan.
I'll be a Henderson fan.
I'm down with that.
Oh, man. That was awesome.
Young DeAndre Hopkins, huh?
Somebody said he a young DeAndre Hopkins. I gotta see him. He gotta be the truth.
Well, he bad, but he's still working. Like I say, he's a freshman. He's gonna keep working, but the end product is gonna be something serious. Cause they all about that work, man, and getting better. So.
Now, all seriousness, Chris, let me ask you this, cause people watch this show and they want to know this, and I gotta know. I'm the guy to ask the hard questions. So after the game, y'all all get together, the family,
right?
What does CJ say?
Oh no! CJ expect that, man. I mean, it really ain't what he say, because this still football. They ain't new to the football part of it. They new to the NFL. But man, this man wanted to take one back to the house, man. So he ain't satisfied. He just got that players mentality, competitors edge. They want to get better and do better in the long haul. So he ain't like we the ones who talking shit. And like I told you, we walked from the stadium. We didn't even drive from the stadium. When we left, we walked just to, have fun and talk and be able to do it. Because we wanted to tailgate, but we couldn't. So that was we the ones doing all the talking and the hyping. But no, he just relaxed, chilled out. You know, he ain't look at more film and went on about his day. It's like normal, like, cause he know in reality, okay, that was good, but I got to do it again next week. So, you know, the SEC kind of prepared him for that, because it's a rude awakening. You think you good, go against another All-American, and this the NFL. So it ain't over.
Big Hand,
you know Derrick Henry next week.
Yeah.
Big Hand, you felt the same way too, right? You expect that every week to get an interception or a sack or a forced fumble every week. You expected it too, right?
Well, just for me, man, I expected to win. I look, man, everything you're talking about will come. Sacks will come. Do your job, and what's name? But the big goal is to win. And when you win, everybody, it seemed like the guy that ain't never played a down get praised.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? I seen it. I seen it. And that's what, like with Rob Myers, when we had Rob, and you always heard Stroud Henderson. Rob had 10, 15 sacks. Because and they like, oh, Rob, everybody gets praised, man. The win is important. Everybody do their job, they gonna get the sack. Interception.
Yep.
Man, that's the goal, man. You trying to get there, man. And that's the hardest of all.
Yep. And what I'm gonna need you to do, I'm gonna need CJ to sign a jersey for you and you to sign a jersey for him, so we can see the background with the new Henderson behind you.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely, I'm with that.
Yeah, that's something I was gonna ask for a little later. So we're gonna have to switch that one. I'm about to actually get that switch.
Switch that one.
Mine's sitting right there. They ready. Mine ready. I can just
Oh,
ready. I'm gonna put his name right there and everything.
I'm definitely with it. I'm waiting for him to put out different colors, man. Because I only got my black one. They ain't put out the teal and the white yet. So
I can't wait for those teal.
I'm trying to get all the colors I can get. So, but definitely,
you know, he can order that. You if he go to tell him go to trainers, give him the form, order it. He get the discount. He get the whole discount. Yeah. He get. Hey man, I ordered about.
Hey, you gonna save you so much money?
Well, yeah, I've been ordering them straight offline. So you're right. I need to go do that.
Yeah, let him. They should. That's how we did it. We had Drew, so let him talk to them, and he should be able to get a whole discount. Yeah, he get a discount for that.
Okay. Yeah, I've been paying full price, man. Ordering them online, waiting on shipping, all of that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I really ain't meant because Corona. You know, it ain't. We ain't even get to meet the organization, the head coach. You know, I talked to the position coach, but it's just Corona season. Usually, you know how they fly you in, you meet.
Oh yeah.
We didn't do none of that because of Corona. So.
But you met me. That's all that matters, though, right? You met me. That's all that matters.
What you say?
I said you met me, Chris. That's all that matters. You don't even need a head coach. You met me. That's all you need.
Hey, listen, and I tell you, the other text that I got, and I'll say this, everybody that texts me say the same thing. I'll be glad when the coronavirus is over, because everybody want to see the two hands take a picture together. That's gonna be the most popular picture in Jacksonville.
You gotta make it happen, man.
Look,
that's gonna be fire right there, baby.
Yeah, and I'm with him. We gotta be patient because he gotta build his name like Mr. Henderson over there. You know, this one game and it's a lot of hype right now, but we gotta solidify that hype and keep it going. So, but definitely at the end of the season or whenever, I'm definitely.
We big Henderson fans, and we wish him the best of luck. We wish the whole Jaguar crew the best of luck. I'm a true believer in the Jaguars. I think that everybody was sleeping on them, but we're gonna do like John say. We're gonna keep it quiet. Keep it quiet. We're gonna crawl. And Jax, man, I want to thank you for coming on. Chris, and you welcome any day of the week. Make sure you give me a call. We're gonna set us up a fishing trip. Big John, as always, you can end it. I'm gonna sit back and see if I can handle this rumble. Cause it's that week, baby.
It's that week, but Chris, man, you can get my number, man, for them, man. Call me anytime.
Yeah.
Any invite, anything. I can run it down to you, but just like Tony and everybody. But
okay.
I appreciate y'all coming on. But we gonna do this like this. JFL Live, baby. It's Titans and Duval. It's going down in Nashville, Tennessee. But you know what time it is. We finna read on Derrick Henry, Eric Henry, whatever his name is. You know what it is. JFL Live, Duval. Represent, baby.
Woo! We out of here,
Let's
baby.
go.
Woo! Thank you, Jaxeman.
Thank you guys.